I think every week that we play, it's always going to be in our mind what we're ready to do. You know, you know, you have to be ready to execute on offense, and you have to make sure that you get ready yourself to play your own football game, and no matter what kind of front that we're playing against, or blitzes or coverages, there's always going to be something a little bit different every week.
It's that time of the year. Every year you say the same thing. We're tired of hitting one another. It's time to hit somebody else, and I'm sure they're saying the same thing. And so, and that's football. That's every year. That's yearly. We're tired of hitting them. They're tired of hitting us. Let's move on to a new opponent. So everybody's excited about playing and getting the season kicked off.
This is typical of most opening games, you know, and especially with a new staff. You really don't have any idea what you're actually going to get. You try to do the best job you can preparing on the past history of the people that you're playing against. But not only is there new coaches, there's a whole lot of new players too. So we're having to do a lot of general preparation where we have to make sure the things that we're running, we know how to run against any front that we could get and most coverages that we would see.
Oh, they present a couple different quarterbacks that they play, and they both bring different skills to the game. Eli Jenkins is a guy that can run around pretty well as has a strong arm, short tail, probably a more passer type quarterback, good quarterback. And then their receivers, I think number 12, Josh Barge, I think is how you say his name, is a really good football player. Naturally catches the football, goes up for the ball and attacks it. And their running back, DeMarcus James, is also a good football player, and we know he's an All-American candidate for FCS. So they definitely present a challenge. They're not being overlooked. We respect all our opponents, and we expect a good game. There's
a lot of new players for them, and you don't see a lot of them on film, naturally. But you do know that there's a lot of transfers, as you mentioned, and a lot of them are up front in the defensive line. There's 4 of them, to be precise. It's hard to exactly know what we're going to get personnel-wise. I can tell you this about the defensive line: it appears that they're going to be one of the bigger ones that we'll play against. You know, there's some really big guys who are transferred in from Tennessee who are well over 300 pounds. They have a 300-pounder returning. One of the defensive ends transferred in from Alabama, 6'7", 270. You know, so we'll have a handful up front.
Always with with today's offenses, you have to work it. We constantly working no huddle offense. We did it practically throughout the entire summer. So our guys are used to it. We practice it, and a lot of times we try to make it even harder than the game in practice. So hopefully it'll look that way on Friday night.
And I think that a lot of times if we just prepare to play a game, no matter who we're playing against, and do our job as well as we can do it, the better off we execute.